Hey, shout out to Anchor for sponsoring my podcast. I need everybody to go download the Anchor podcast app. Also, I need everyone to go follow and listen to the Eric J. the Great podcast on all streaming platforms. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Eric J. the Great podcast, and go like my Facebook page, the Eric J. the Great podcast. Feel free to come to me, send me messages by any topic suggestions, or if you want to be a guest. I look forward to hearing back from y'all, and I want everybody to tap in with me. Hey man, welcome to the Eric J. the Great podcast, man. How you doing?
What's going on, my brother? Glad to be here. I'm doing all right, man. Blessing, highly favored. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, bro. Just taking it day by day, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate you having me on, man. Actually, I be watching. I like you. I just like your aura, your character. Cause I got so many people that want to ask me to do podcasts. I never did one.
Oh yeah, man. I just I was in the military. I moved up there to Louisville like 2 years ago. I'm cool with Bowens and all them from Newburgh. They were the first people that I met. Then I met Skinny like a little bit over a year ago. So I do security for him, like
Yeah,
here and there. That's when well, I've seen you before, but my first time I ever conversation with you in person was at that exclusive word, like 5 months ago.
yeah, most definitely.
Well, yeah, man. I just think I want to reach out, because tell your story, because I looked at your documentary last night on YouTube because I was trying to find something on Google about you. And then I had looked at your documentary that you had on your channel, on your
Uh-huh.
YouTube channel. So, but yeah, man. So uh, you from you from Louisville,
Yeah.
and what's the first thing that come to your mind uh was when someone says Louisville?
Overlooked.
Okay. Oh, well, why would you say that?
Man, we got just lots of talent here. And I don't mean just talent as music, just talent when it comes to ladies doing nails, hair, lashes, guys that play ball, or guys that do music. Just, me, I know that if somebody really took the time to really just be like, you know, like somebody that's in position or whatever the case may be, just took the time to be like, when I'm a station in Louisville for a year, like they'll find so many great, amazing people on on all levels, like, no matter what you're speaking about. So I would say overlooked.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like it is a lot of talent here. I see a lot of people that's real talented here. It's just not a lot of people to guide people, just like in any other area, to keep people on the right path and put them in the right direction, to protect the talent that they got.
Right.
So for anybody, they ain't never been to Louisville before, tell, the struggles, circumstances of growing up in Louisville as a kid, just coming up trying to find yourself.
Man, I know most of the time, like when I meet people from other places and I tell them I'm from Louisville, Louisville, Kentucky, they automatically go into thinking, you know, horses, and chickens, and and stuff like that. But that ain't what Louisville is. Louisville's just, you know, you got your upscale people that's out the way, and then you got people that's from poverty, man. Just same stuff everywhere, man. Uh, drug abusing parents, gang banging brothers, sisters, uh, you know, drug dealing mothers, fathers, brothers, uncles, get caught up in the system, they get caught up in the street life or whatever the case may be, a lot of single mothers. most. That's the most. That's the most. That's the one that really I hate the most. A lot of single mothers. A lot of single mothers from whether it's fathers who's incarcerated, fathers who's on drugs, fathers who's been murdered due to violence, or just fathers just not there because if you ain't a strong person, Louisville blow your man. Louisville blow your man is like I look at it like this, and as I travel, I go to other places, bigger cities, bigger states or whatever. It'd be a lot going on everywhere, but it's so crazy because Louisville is like I had to tell my friend, like, imagine everything that goes on. He's from New York, so imagine everything that goes on in your city, but imagine that going on in a small little box. And you're like, damn. I was like, yeah, it's like it's so small. It's just like, man, the devil, he'll get you. He'll get you, man. You ain't focused. But yeah, it's just, man, it's like everywhere else for the most part. It's what it is. But it's just, I feel like it's a little different for people coming from smaller cities. Cause we go through everything everybody else go through, but the difference is, man, we in a smaller box, right? So makes it a little difficult. But a lot of great people here, though.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's just like that. Where I'm from. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Well, I know it's Birmingham's kind of a little bit more city, but it got a lot of hood parts there too, and kind of a small box like you described.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
yeah, so did you grow up in a two-parent household, or do you got any siblings?
Yeah, no, I grew up in a single parent household, single mother. Uh, yeah, single mother. I got an older brother. He's he's 39, and I got a younger sister. She's 31. And then I got an older brother from my father's side that I'm real close with. He's 37. So most definitely. I was the middle child on both sides. So my mama had three kids. She had older my older brother, and then it's me, and then it's my little sister. And then my father had three kids. I got an older brother by not by my mom, by a different woman. And then it's me and my sister. Me and my sister, we got the same mother and father. But yeah, single parent household, man. Struggling mama. Going out there doing whatever she got to do to make sure everything's straight.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I can understand that. I grew up in a single parent for the most part too. To till I ran back into my dad when I got older. But
Yeah.
what school did you what high school did you go to, and what activities were you in as a kid?
Uh, what high school did I go to? I ain't finished high school, so I went to a few of them. So I went to schools in my neighborhood all the way up into high school. So my mama had moved to the West End. So my home school was what was my home school? My home school was Valley. My home school was Valley. So I went there for a little bit. Then I'll say I went there for about a month maybe, and then I ain't go back to school. I was like, I ain't go back. So then I tried it again, but this time I think I was in. I think I had went to foster care. Truancy, I wasn't listening. Regular juvenile kid. Sometimes don't listen, so they put me in his foster home, and I went to Seneca. No, 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 no. That ain't what happened. I went to so the next year, yeah, I did. I went to Seneca, but then that didn't work. So then I ended up going to Atherton, and then me and a friend of mine, we got caught smoking weed, and I got sent to Butcher. So then Went to Butcher for about a month. Then I just ain't even go back to school no more. I ain't been back to school. So I kind of dropped out. It was ninth grade. Would have been my 10th grade, but I failed my first ninth grade year because I never went.
Oh, okay. So, what activities were you in as a kid? Do you like play any sports or anything like that?
No, I never really played sports. All I really did was like listen to music. Like I ain't watch. Excuse me. I ain't watched TV for a long time in my life. Like even in my 20s, I think in my 30s, I really just started watching TV. I always just listen to music. I never watched TV. Like all the classic movies you think I might have seen, I probably ain't seen them. Like I'm just now watching
Wow,
them.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I never. So I wasn't really like I played basketball like outside and stuff in neighborhood and stuff. Besides like on teams and stuff. Nah, I always listen to music, man. Play the game, Sega, whatever was out, Nintendo, regular place. I ain't really. I was kind of always. Uh, I wouldn't say I was in the streets as a young person, but I was intrigued. Like so, even when they didn't know I was watching, I was watching. So I was kind of always intrigued by the older guys. If that makes sense. At a young age, like I was intrigued, like at a young age. So, uh,
Yeah, absolutely. Because like in our city, cities like where we from, they one thing that kind of aggravates me, like when people talk on these platforms about you know the black community, I'd be like, for one, it's not a lot of things to do like when we was like real younger, because a lot of people take the community centers and things away. So like all the kids and stuff ain't got nothing but idle time, and they gonna look up to you know some people that they probably shouldn't be looking up to. It's just like a product or environment type situation.
yeah, most definitely.
But did you have anyone in your family that was involved in the music business?
Uh, nope. Mm-mm.
So okay. So who or what led you to doing music? Like when was you first introduced to doing music?
Like if I was recording, I just rapping. Period.
Oh, just like being intrigued by it.
By the music part.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, man, I heard some guys in my neighborhood. I guess it was the most inspiration. Like it really just I can't really explain it. It just hit me. But it was some guys in my neighborhood though. Uh, their name was Fast Cash. Uh, they used to rap and stuff. Stay on the playground and rap. Record music and all that. So then, but one day, man, I'ma tell you, one day I was listening to music and my brother had a tape and I put it in and the song played. I'm gonna tell you what song that it was at the end of the story. The song played. I listened to the song and then it went off and then the tape kept playing and then it was the instrumental. Like I don't know how old are you?
I'm 28.
28. So you might not really remember this. So it used to be a tape, like a tape you play, and sometimes it used to just be like the single and the instrumental on there. All it'll be. So the tape played, the song played, and the instrumental came on. And man, I just started rapping. I don't know, like I literally like I just started rapping out the blue. Like I just started rapping, like right? Like I don't know, I was there by myself, and I was like, damn, I'm alright for real, And I can't, I was like, I can't believe I rapped the whole instrumental. I just rap. I literally just was rapping, just was rapping. And then from there on forward, I kind of always just knew I wanted to, you know, do music for real. And it was you say you 28. I think it was what was this song? Scarface. It was Scarface and Tupac, I think. It was called Homies and Thugs or something like that.
Oh yeah, I know that song.
Yeah, that's exactly that's. And I just started rapping, man. And ever since then, I just had a passion for it. Had a passion for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, when was your first time ever going to the studio?
Uh, I went to a little studio with my friends. I used to hang at this place called Ballard Park. It's on Caldwell, in between Hancock and Jackson. I used to hang over there. And I had some friends that did music, and they knew a little guy that lived in Germantown. Germantown, like, 5 minutes away from my neighborhood, but it's some railroad tracks that run through our neighborhood. So across the tracks is Germantown, and we from Smoketown. So it was a little guy they knew ahead. They was like, man, one of my friends had already went. And he was like, he pulled up on me like, man, listen to this, listen to this. He rapping, played the song. I'm like, damn, where you recording that at? He told me I got this guy with school. And man, we went over it, man, and recorded like three, four songs. Like it was the first time I ever recorded, like stand in front of a microphone and rap. I never had did that. And then where else did I go? I went to a few other little home studios, but my first time really, really, really recording, like recording. My best friend, his name's Knock, man. His name's Dave. He's in the federal penitentiary. He been there for 13 years. He get out next year. Yeah, 15 years. So, uh, yeah, took me to his studio. He took me to his studio. This guy named E Slick, where this guy named E Slick record. Like, he's probably, to me, the best that I've ever come across. Engineering and stuff. And man, it been on. I ain't really never been nowhere else since I met him. Only place I really record at. Record nowhere else. Chemistry.
Oh,
But
that's a
yeah, it used to be called Head. It's called Evo now, but it used to be called Head First Media. But now he called Evo. But yeah, yep. My best friend took me in there like real deal studio. I'm talking about like real deal studio. You feel me?
sure. How old was you around this time when it was happening?
About 18.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I was like, no, yeah, I was like probably 16 when I recorded and the one little songs I was telling you about my friends from the neighborhood. But like 18, around that time, 18, 19. And it was crazy because I got one of my very close friends, my brother, man, name's Piff the Dragon. So him and my best friend, they brothers. He's older than us though. He's like 44, maybe 43, something like that. So like everybody already knew they can rap, right? So
Right.
when they started hearing like, Snot can rap, everybody wanted to hear everybody wanted to hear me rap. So uh man, he took me to the studio, man. He's like, man, I didn't know how you was gonna do, man. I went in there and did me. Like, like when I went in there and did me. It was like it was natural for real. It was natural. Slick always tell me that too. Like the engineer always be like, man, you came here, man. Like, you still was like, amateur, but he was confident. He was confident early. Yeah, so, I kind of took the neighborhood and just the city like that's surprised. Like, man, who's that? Who's that young man? Talking that stuff like that, Mm-hmm. And I always like, I never really like. I always kind of like punchlines and metaphors because I never really I know it's going to sound crazy, but I never really listened to down south music. I listen to like DMX, Jay-Z, stuff like that. Like I listen to some down south artists because my brother listened to like All No Limit, All Cash Man. If it wasn't for my brother, I probably wouldn't know who they was. I didn't really listen to that music, and no one really listened to that. So, I got in here, young 18-year-old, punchline after punchline after punchline. Like, who's this guy, man? Who's this guy? So yeah, man, it's great.
So you was more attracted to like more of those lyricists more than the slang, like when you was listening to music early
Right,
on.
right, right.
Yeah, that's the same type of person I am. I like the like music that make me think,
Most definitely.
like when I listen to my favorite song by you is that Feel My Pain.
Uh huh.
That made me reminisce, about some past struggles, when I was in Afghanistan in the military, about
Yeah,
some
most
people that
definitely.
I lost. So
And that's the type of music I like to really make for real. But I kind of trying to switch it up. But that's really my go-to music for real. Cause come from the struggle, man. So you know, yeah, I can. I'm versatile too, though. Like like it's young guys from the neighborhood, from the city. Like some tough young kids make that music, man. But I can get on there with it. I can get on there with whoever. I can get on there with a conscious rapper. I can get on there with gang gang. I can get on there with however you really want it. I can give it to you.
yeah, so as far as um your preparation process, like are you more of a writer or a freestyler?
I'm more of a writer. I used to be able to freestyle, but I really ain't a freestyler. I'm more of a writer, and I write better outside. Like sometimes I have to, as I said, if I done caught a vibe, and I'm trying to, create some shit, and I might get stuck. Like I have to go like outside. Like I have to go outside. I prefer to write like outside in in this the wind, the trees, the grass. I don't know why it is. Like I feel closed in. Like even if I'm in the studio, like I can create in the studio, but I prefer not to. Like, but if it's like I'm doing a feature or something. But even if I'm doing a feature, like okay, so say me and you do a song, you already got the hook, your verse laid or whatever, you already got something laid. I do have the ability to listen to the beat a few times, and I would have to go in the other room where the beat ain't playing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I would have to go in the other room. Like I don't have to, but I prefer to. I prefer to.
yeah, because you have to have, especially if you know, putting your all into your writing, you got to have an empty mind to do that type of stuff, to make you reminisce about, all the past stuff that you've been through.
Yeah,
I know, I know that's how a lot of people write that I came across.
yeah, that's the way. Most definitely. But yeah, I ain't really a freestyle. I'm more of a writer.
So you say you had a lot of confidence, like when you first started going to the studio. So, what around what time frame would you say when you started recording initially that you gained the confidence in yourself that you was like, I could really take this somewhere?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I ain't gonna say instantly, but almost instantly. Like I knew that. I knew that. I'm gonna tell you crazy. I'm gonna tell you some crazy stuff. I knew that. Uh, if I ever did like just locked in on making music and did nothing else, I really felt like I can be a lot bigger. I always felt like that. I always felt like that. But with that being said, I never really, and that's why I never really took rap, just music I never really put my all into it as much as like I felt like I could have did more. I could do more. And that's just circumstances. Coming from where we coming from, have children. You know, deaths. Close people go to jails. You gotta look out for them, stuff like that. So I never really did that for real. I never really did that. Never really did that. So that's why, like, if I do tell a young person, like if I run into a young, artist, it ain't gotta be a young artist, whoever. Like, it don't matter. Uh, I always kind of preach like, man, go for it for real, cause you'll kind of regret it. Like as you get, like every year, you'll start regretting it. You'll start regretting not, you know, taking it serious as you can or should have, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. But even, with your circumstances, bro, like, with you not being able to go full fledged as you want to, to still have the accomplishments and the stuff that you did so far, still says about, you know, the type of talent you have as an artist and what type of artist you are. Because a lot of people, they have to be 10 toes in it for them to have some type of traction. But for you to, be 10 toes in it at times, and then sometimes have to veer off a little bit, just says a lot about you as an artist, or that the talent that you possess.
Not real talk, real talk. But yeah, I'm locked in though. I'm locked in right now.
So so around what year did you dropped your first project, and what was the name of it?
Uh, oh my god, my first project was Hood on My Back. So let me see. This just let you know. Hold on. Hood on My Back. It was 5 years ago. I was 30. Well, I was 29.
So
5 years
around
ago.
so when you dropped that project, did you start seeing a lot of motion around the city? Like a lot of people was receiving it well?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I ain't gonna lie. Like, most definitely. People was like, certain people knew, but a lot of people was more surprised because for like, all right, so I battle rapped. It didn't pop up when you typed me out. You typed in 86 Snotty. That's why if you just typed in Snotty.
Yeah. I was gonna ask about the battle rap. I already had it.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah. So, uh, I battle rap for like a few years or whatever. And I had never battle rap like when I was like 20 maybe. Me and this guy we rap back and forth a little bit, but you know, uh it wasn't really, I guess they said it was a battle, but to me, I ain't gonna lie, I was standing on the it was this little place called Q Ball, used to be a clothing store. So one day, you know, I was in my neighborhood, standing on the corner, same corner I always standing on. It's Clay and Jacob. And you know, I was just doing stuff you do in the neighborhood. I'm gonna say that. And I looked up and there was a crowd of people down the street. I didn't know what they was doing. I didn't know. Then people started flagging me there, like, I was like, okay, I walked down there and they was like, you about to rap again here. I'm like, I'm about to rap again here. So cool. So I did that or whatever. So cool. So a few people from my neighborhood, Pip the Drag and Kanye, uh, Slow Me Down, just people from my neighborhood, man, they was into battle rap. They was into battle rap. And one day we was all out. There's people, we was out just talking and stuff. And they was like, nah, you probably can't do it. I'm like, man, y'all tripping. I can do it. I knew I can do it because, uh, like I said, I was always into lyrics. So with that being said, I watched a lot of battle rap already. You know what I'm saying? Because, It's a lot of lyrics. It's lyricists in there. So I watched a lot of battle rap. I don't think they even knew that I watched a lot of like. That's all I did. Like I told you, I just started watching TV. So when I did watch something, it'd be battle rap, like battle rap. Everything would be something about music. Cool. So long story short, they psyched me up. Well, I ain't gonna say they psyched me up. I psyched them up. So I'm like, man, set up a battle. So we set up a battle. This guy named D Bricks. And how can I changed the battle rap scene here in the city. I'm gonna say that. Like, because I used to go to my friends' battle raps, because they battle raps. I used to go, and it used to be, you know, 30 people, 60 people. But when I started battle rapping, I'm talking about hundreds, hundreds. You feel me? Like something you never seen before. Like, that's why I reminisce. Like, like a lot of gang stuff that go on in the city. But with me battle rapping, like, you know, if a person can be like, what about this neighborhood? I had every neighborhood. It don't matter what they was, blood, crip, east, west, north, south. I had every hood. When they heard SNOT was battle rapping, we was all in the building. Like it didn't matter. Everybody was in the building. So I set up this battle with D Bricks. I went crazy. They never seen nothing like that. And it was really effortless. They was like, man, and it was just me being me, my character. It was all it really was. So I kind of set the scene on fire. So I did that. I think I might have did it like 6 or 7 times, and even with that, I really could have, I really could have probably took that to another level too, like worldwide. Just caught up in the streets, not focused on what I'm supposed to be focused on. But yeah, man, I set the city on fire. I ain't gonna lie, I set the city on fire. So then, when I dropped my project, a lot of people like, damn, this dude can, he can battle rap. Cause most battle rappers got this thing on them where people don't feel like they can make music. And I ain't gonna lie, most of them can't. Some of them can, but most of them can't. So, I caught a lot of people by surprise. So, I started getting a lot of traction around the city.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. Because I see that all the time. I'll be watching that URL
Yeah.
battle rap. I love watching that. So yeah, that's one thing you just said. That's a popular thing. They say battle rappers can't make hit records.
Right. But, a lot of them can't, though. A lot of them can't. They be so, whatever they is. Like, and I understand it. Like, basketball player ain't going to go out there and score 29 receiving touchdowns in the season. It ain't how it's going to go. It ain't work like that.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. So as far as like when you was at the highest point as far as your buzz, was you doing any shows at that time?
I did a few shows, like, yeah, locally. Yeah. Yeah. Did a few shows. Quite a few, actually. You know, quite a few.
And as far as the current state of the music scene in Louisville, Kentucky, in your own words, just describe the current state of the music scene in Louisville, Kentucky, and also list some of the artists around the city that you don't collab with in the past.
Uh, right now, man, to me, I feel like, man, I feel like that door is open right now. Like, I feel like that door is cracked, but it's a little bit more than cracked. But, it's open for the most part where you might, just slide in there. Like, we got a few big artists that done took their craft serious and put in their work and got to where they need to be. Elevated. So, I feel like that's sharing a lot of light on the city. You know what I'm saying? So right now, if you're from the city, man, you gotta lock in, man. You know, lock in and push yourself, because right now, man, you just don't know who's looking right now, because it could be somebody looking like, because we got some hit makers, some spitters, man, that done you know took it to another level where somebody might be like, man, let me see what's going on. Damn, they from mine. Let me see what's going on. So, right now I feel like the lights on the city, man, for real. Like, the doors open. Now I'm trying to think of some people I don't work with. I really ain't, believe it or not, man. I really ain't did a lot of features. I really ain't, and it ain't purposely. It's just like when I create, sometimes I just, I just happen to be by myself. But I have worked with one of my brothers, man, Eastside Booby. Worked with Eastside Booby. I worked with one of my friends named Trezzo. I'm trying to think who I really didn't work with. Really Booby. I think I did a song with PJ Gifted. Of course, me and Piff. Me and my brother Junior J. He's an R&B artist. We kind of always make magic when we get together. Kind of always make magic. Uh,
Oh yeah, I rock with Junior.
yeah, yeah, most definitely. But yeah, I really ain't. That's really kind of my focus. Kind of my focus now. Like I do want to get more feature heavy just with the city. Like it's cause we got a lot of good talent. For a lot of different reasons why I want to do it. For one, I like to just kind of stay in the groove. Like I'm getting, I'm a little older, but music my first love. So you know, it'll never play out to me ever. I just love music. But uh there's a few artists though, man, I'm hopefully try to collab with coming up. Be a lot of street politics be going on where, you know, just be a lot going on, man. Be a lot going on where, sometimes you just gotta stay in your lane and just do you. You know what I mean?
That's completely understandable, bro.
Yeah,
What you was about to say?
but yeah, like, I kinda want to break that cycle too, but same time, you gotta protect yourself too. It's a lot of stuff be going on. That's all I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, man. Eventually as people elevate in the city, bro, like, the opportunity will eventually present itself because once a person get to a certain level, they can rise above those politics to a certain extent, because it's gonna be about the business at the end of the day.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
so as far as major artists, have you worked with any major artists in the industry yet? Or if not, do you have somebody on your radar that you want to work with?
Yeah, no, I ain't never worked with nobody in the industry, but I do got a few people that I want to work with, that I plan on working with, trying to make it happen as we speak. Of course, Icewear Vezo. And it's this kid out of Philly named Leaf Ward. I don't know if you heard of him.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Leaf Ward, you know, him. Uh, be a blessing to be a blessing to get one in with Jack Harlow. You know, and it's crazy. I'll tell you a crazy story. I remember when Jack. So I got this guy named Bino, Larry B. He's from my neighborhood. He was kind of an inspiration too. He always did music. A few years older than me. Uh, he had this studio. I remember he was like, "Man, I'm about to record this uh, young white boy. Man, he can rap like a motherfucker." He's like, "Man, stay here." So I stayed. Okay, who came in? Jack Harlow came in with his parents. Came with his mom and his dad. And man, he went crazy. I was like, man, what the fuck? I mean, what the hell? Like, like man, I'm telling you, like, went crazy. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, even to this day, like, if he see me out, he gonna acknowledge me. His love, his respect. You feel me? And I be proud when I see people make it, like, especially with music, because it's my first love. Like. So I remember, and man, Jack, I was like, yeah. So now when I see him now, I just be like, yeah, I'm feeling Jack, real talk on everything. So, yeah, that's really about it right now. But I'm about to be locked in, so the world gonna be seeing me a lot more than they have been. Cause for one, I got a real story. Ain't no holes, ain't no lies in it. I just can make music. I just love music. I can write R&B. I can just do it. I'm just into music. So you know, I owe myself a fair shot. Let me say that. And I don't like when people tell. I don't like when people say stuff like, "You too old. You too old." You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got an alter ego. It's my younger side. Feel me? I was once a kid before. So, and I just like to get on. I like to show them, like, it don't matter what age. If you good, you good. Look at LeBron. How old is he?
Yeah,
Still look
LeBron.
good.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So yeah, I'm locked in though right now. Just creating content, really. Uh, Planning my work and working my plan is what I'm locked in on right now. And I ain't really. I just been working. Trying to lock in my features. Just get my content together. My plan, what I really plan to do. Been locked in though.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I got three more questions, man, and we're gonna wrap this up. So as far as studio, man, how often do you go to the studio every week?
No, I really don't go every week, but that's one of my things I want to do. That's on my list when I said, planning my work, working my plan. I really don't go every week. Might go because like when I do go, I go knock out 5, 6 songs in one time. All right, I go knock out like 5 or 6 songs in one time. So I kind of don't book every week because something it depend on. Sometimes I can write 5, 6 songs. It depends on how my life's going, what's going on in my life. But that is something that I won't start doing, like getting in the studio more, because I know if I'm in there, I ain't just gonna sit in there. I ain't just gonna do that. So if I'm in there, I know I'm gonna create content. So that's something that's a challenge I got for myself.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. Uh, and as far as your music career, man, what is your short and long term goals as far as what you want to accomplish with the music?
Man, and this is just me, being a team player. I really feel like I got resources, enough resources where, like, I would like to see Louisville, like, I don't, I'm gonna say this place, but I don't think it'll ever happen again. But just to kind of give you a view of what I'm saying, I'd like to see Louisville like Atlanta or maybe Detroit, like a lot of a lot of music being pumped out around the world from out of Louisville. So, like, the goal ain't really just for me; it's for everybody else. Like, that's really my long term goal. Like, I really feel like I can really, of course, put myself in position, but at the same time, not really just me for real. Not really just me, because there's a lot of people that just, I know what it feel like not to have the resources, not to have the money, not to have a place to record, not to have, I know what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just create a better avenue for the ones behind me coming up under me, whatever you want to look at it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. Louisville definitely, got the potential to be like Atlanta or Detroit, where you got, between 6 to 20 artists, and all of them got a buzz, and all of them collabing, and got their own individual movements and shedding a light on the city at the same time.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely.
So, as far as upcoming projects, man, what do you got upcoming for 2022 as far as singles, albums, music videos, things like that?
Say it again.
Any upcoming projects you got coming for 2022 as far as singles, albums, music videos, things like that?
Yeah, I got a little EP I'm at try to drop in the next few weeks. It's called Forever Young. It's my young side, so it's gonna be more like you said, slang and culture. Uh, then I got some others. I got another project that I'm gonna try. I'm trying to drop maybe three, but two projects for sure in the next few months. I ain't really got the title for it, but it'll be a little bit more deeper music. Feel my pain type of music. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yep.
Okay, and on the EP that you got coming soon, how many tracks on it, and do you got any features on it?
No, I just gonna. Well, I ain't gonna say it's just gonna be me because I don't know it just yet. But it'll be five to seven tracks for real. Well, I don't really know if it's an EP, but 5 to 7 tracks. Uh, and like I said, man, I got some young kids from my neighborhood, talented. So if I do, like, it ain't gonna be no industry features. I'm just kind of saving that for you know my bigger project. But yeah, if I do, Vine Gotti, soon, Lil Mike, and these guys, y'all better look out for tough, tough. So I'm gonna really do because I never really, like I said, I never really did features. Not no reason, it just had worked out, had happened. But uh, I got a lot of talent in my neighborhood, and it ain't no reason that we shouldn't have no work together. So that's kind of a focus of mine too. But y'all gonna hear them though. Y'all better look out for them. They tough, man. They tough.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And any last words, and let people know how to find you on social media.
Yeah, man. Social media, man. IG 86 SNOT. Uh, I don't got no Twitter. I'm working on that. Be too much going on. I need to get that though. But IG right now, I'm set my Twitter up. Uh, 86 SNOT YouTube channel. Subscribe. And man, Louisville, man, we heard, man. 502, man. From the trenches, man. It's from the trenches. The struggle. You know, look out for that, man. We heard.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I appreciate you coming on the podcast today, bro. And just like I tell anybody that I have on my podcast, you know, anytime you got something going on as far as your music or anything as far as real life things, because I don't just do interviews. I talk about real life stuff as far as barbershop type conversations like child support, police brutality, everybody can't go to the top with you, things like that. I don't just do interviews. So anytime you got something going on and you feel like you want to talk about it on a platform as far as your music career or real life topic, you feel like you want to talk about it on a platform, you could feel free to hit me up anytime, bro. And it don't take me that long to strike up a podcast episode about it, and hopefully we can build more of a friendship, bro. You know, I'm open to anything.
Well, definitely, man. I appreciate you for having me, my brother.
Oh yeah, bro. And this concludes today's episode of the Eric J the Great podcast. I need everybody to go check out 86 Snot on Instagram and on YouTube. Go stream all his music on Apple and all the music streaming platforms. Real dope artist from Louisville, Kentucky, and a real dope person. You know, I respect him as a person first, you know, for the artist. So that's the most important. So, you know, everybody tune in to what he got coming for the rest of the year. And I appreciate everyone support me. And this concludes today's episode, and we out.